Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. As always, please jump on, say hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this on the replay, feel free to tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. And don't forget, if we're not yet connected on LinkedIn, go to my profile, hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on so you don't miss any of these bonus trainings. Now, we have a really important topic to talk about today, and it's all about sales. Not from the aspect of selling and pitching, but increasing the sales in our business. So let's dive on in. Hey there, everyone. Scott Aaron here. Grateful to be back with you today. So what we're going to be talking about today are 3 ways to improve your sales on LinkedIn. Now, in the comments below, outside of saying hi and where you're tuning in from, type a Y or a yes if you feel you could improve some of your sales skills and increase sales for your business on LinkedIn. So Y or yes if you feel you could benefit from honing and improving your sales skills, but also generating more sales from LinkedIn. Because what I'm going to be going over with all of you today are 3 ways over time to improve your sales skills in your business. And my buddy Mike says, yes, awesome. So I think, I don't want to say it was a trick question, but we should never be comfortable with where we are. And Tracy says, yes, awesome. We always want to be looking for ways to improve. Yeah, something that I truly believe in is that the peak of one mountain is the valley of the next, meaning you're always climbing, you're always reaching, you're always looking to improve and better yourself and better your business. Now, I've been honing my sales skills since 1998. So I'm about 25 years in now, and I'm still not perfect, and I'm never going to be because perfection doesn't exist. But I can guarantee you, I am always looking for ways to improve. Now, in regards to LinkedIn, I think we can all agree that there's a lot of people that I don't want to say are doing things wrong, but people are definitely overselling, overpitching. They're going about the connection process between provider and consumer, meaning the person that's providing a good, a service, an exchange for monetary resources to the customer, client, or end user. I feel that there's a disconnect. And I feel like a lot of people are spraying and praying on LinkedIn, meaning they're just casting this wide net, connecting with as many people as possible, messaging as many people as possible, hoping something falls through the cracks. So the goal that I have with all of you today is to give you 3 simplistic tips on how you can improve your sales skills over time. So again, if you're coming on, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this on the replay, tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. And please don't forget, if we're not yet connected, please hit the follow button on my LinkedIn profile and turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. But also, as Mike and Tracy have done, drop a Y or a yes if you yourself are looking to improve your sales skills. Now, number 1, listen more and talk less. So what does that mean? Well, something that I learned very early on in my professional career is that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You have to listen more and talk less. And the fact is, why you want to do that is because when you're listening more and you're talking less, it means you're asking questions. And questions lead to answers. So, one of the most simplistic things you as a business professional can do to immediately and drastically change your sales skills is ask better questions. So let me give you an example. So I started in the health and wellness industry. Myself, my family, we had and owned and operated 3 health clubs in the Philadelphia area from 1998 to 2016. Now, I will tell you that my closing ratio for someone coming into the gym for a tour was nearly 100%. And someone can say, well, what? How? How would you close almost every person that walked into your gym for a tour? Well, here's the thing. Intuitively, I knew that if someone was going to join our gym, it had to be for a specific reason. Meaning, everyone that would walk into the gym had a different purpose and a different reasoning for walking into the gym. Some people wanted to lose weight. Some people wanted to gain muscle. Some people wanted to train for a marathon or just run. Other people just wanted to work out just to maintain a healthy body. So the first question that I would ask that person walking into the gym, outside of saying hi and thank you for coming in, I'd be happy to give you a tour, I would ask them, what specifically had you come into the gym today to learn about this facility and potentially join? Simple question. But it was a very important question because their answer would dictate where the tour began. So if that person said, I'm really interested in obviously improving my my running, my cardio, I wouldn't start off by showing them the free weights. I would start off by taking them upstairs to the cardio deck and show them the wide variety of cardio pieces we had that curated and was geared towards their specific goals. Now, if someone said, I'm really looking to put on some size, I'm really looking to, lift heavier weights, I would take them to the dumbbell rack where I would say, well, we have dumbbells that go from 5s all the way to 150s. We have, free weight benches, obviously all plate loaded stuff. I would show them the things that cater to them. That way, by the end of the tour, I curated a specific tour to that person's wants and desires instead of how I wanted to go about giving them that tour. So by the end, I would say, are there any other questions that you have? And are you interested in joining the gym? And they would say, yes, great tour. Thank you so much. Showed me exactly what I needed to see, and then I would show them the other stuff, the locker rooms, the classes, all that stuff. Those were all the cherries on top. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat. So I would listen more and talk less, meaning I would ask questions, gather my information, and curate the conversation around exactly what they wanted. So the same thing goes for if you have a product, a service, a good, something that you're offering. So I'm going to give you an example. When anyone reaches out to me for help with LinkedIn, whether it's through my membership, whether it's through my Done For You course or my consulting, the simple question that I have for people is, what are you struggling most with and what are you looking to improve most with in regards to LinkedIn? So when I ask that question, they're going to give me an answer. They may say, you know, generating leads or building my network or creating content that engages people. I'm going to build that conversation around the gap and the hole or the void that that person is having in their business related to what they want to learn with LinkedIn. So I'm not going to ask them questions, or I'm not going to give them information that doesn't pertain to their problems. So if someone is saying to me, Scott, I'm really struggling with generating leads and closing sales, well, then I'm going to talk more deeply about how my program assists with generating more qualified and quality leads and leads to more sales. It's just a natural progression. So when you ask clear questions, you get clear answers, and then you can build the conversation around it, which again, to the person that is wanting to learn how they can work with you or wanting to learn more about how you help people, when your description of what you do and the story behind how you serve people is curated to that person's problem where you're the solution, guess what? They're going to want to work with you. So again, if that's clear and if that makes sense, please drop a Y or a yes in the chat. Again, if you've popped on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. Tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. But also, please don't forget, if we are not yet connected on LinkedIn, head over to my profile, follow me, and then turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. Awesome. So Mike says yes. Frank says yes. Awesome. Number two. Don't go in for the kill. Leave them better. Just because someone is interested in what you do doesn't mean you should try to sell them. Meaning, you don't, from the onset of the conversation, it should never be about going in for the kill. How am I going to sell this person? How am I going to get them to say yes? It's not about that. You're always looking to leave the person better, meaning the whole purpose behind the conversation may be not to try to sell them on anything at all. It may be just to give them some advice or some suggestions. And I'll give you a prime example. I two examples, one for this one and then one for tip number 3. So I was having a conversation with someone last week. I had 2 referrals last week, and I was speaking to this one person, and I quickly realized that they were in no monetary place to invest. No monetary place to invest. Meaning there's a lot of people out there that would try to convince that person to purchase something from them. But I have a financial responsibility and a business responsibility to work with people that are not only monetarily ready, but emotionally ready to, really dive in. And I immediately started to realize that, this person is a candidate of someone that could benefit from what I do, but is not into monetarily. It would be irresponsible on my part to offer one of my programs to them, knowing where they were financially. So as soon as I started to figure out and learn that this person was not in the best financial position to make any investments, I took the opportunity away and I said, listen, as much as I would like to help you with one of my programs, I think you're a little ways away, not time-wise, but monetarily from making an investment. And I don't want you to make an investment you're not ready for. So in the interim, what I would suggest is connect with me on LinkedIn as we are and follow along with some of my content and some of the tips that I get that could move the needle of your business along. And when financially you're in a position where you're more comfortable making a decision, I am happy and honored to be able to help you at that time. And I left them better. So I quickly realized not to go in for the kill, but I realized that it would be better to leave them better because they'll remember that. So when the time comes where the money is there and they're ready to make that investment, guess who they're going to reach back out to? Me. How many people do we know or we've experienced where we've clearly stated that we're not ready for this purchase, we're not ready to make that decision, but yet they still try to go in for the kill, right? They try to use maybe NLP or some other way to reverse engineer it where they can get you to make a decision. When someone's not ready, they're not ready. So don't go in for the kill, leave them better. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, anyone that hasn't said hi yet, please do. I love to see where people are tuning in from. Now, so again, if you're jumping on late, number one, listen more and talk less. Ask great questions. You get great answers. You'll lead people to a better decision. Number two, don't go in for the kill. Leave them better. And finally, number three, know when to pitch and when not to pitch. Know when to pitch and know when not to pitch. And someone on someone just wrote, I hate the manipulation of NLP. Yeah, I listen, NLP, for those that don't know, it's neuro-linguistic programming. It's a strategy and it's a technique. It's better used in coaching, not in sales, because to that point, you never want to manipulate someone. You never want to manipulate someone into a sale. Someone has to want to do it. So NLP is best for when you're actually working with the person to rewire and have the person rethink about some of the things that they're maybe going through or feeling. But it should never be used as a sales tactic to manipulate that person from crossing over from interested into what you're doing to purchasing something from you. It should never be used in a manipulated way. So I 100% agree. So you have to know when to pitch and when not to pitch. I'm going to give you another example. So I got another referral last week, and I was talking to this individual, wonderful business person, and again, totally could benefit from what I teach, totally benefit from my virtual program, my membership, my consulting, totally. And there was more of financial stability there where the person could make an investment. But here's when I realized not to really offer my services. So I was listening, as I always do, because I ask a lot of questions. And as I started to get answers back to the questions that I was asking, the person was revealing to me that they were working with a coach already on X, Y, and Z. They were part of a group program that was teaching X, Y, and Z, and they just needed to focus. And they just, they felt overwhelmed. They felt this, that, or the other. And then it spoke to me, and I'm like, you know what? Anything more added on to this person's plate, and they're just going to be in complete overwhelm. So I took it away and I said, listen, here's my business advice that I would give to you that anyone would give to me if I was having this conversation. Stop investing. Do not buy any more programs. Do not hire any more coaches. Do not join any other programs. Do not spend another dollar. What you need to do is work with what you've already invested in. And once that is moving and grooving and going in the right direction and it's off your plate and you're obviously utilizing it and you are taking action on it, then and only then should you look to then do something else, meaning hire another coach, join another program that solves another problem. You've paid this money already, and all it's going to do, it's going to sit on the shelf if you continue to add things onto your plate. There's always going to be something to add onto your plate, but do not add anything on until you have taken something off. And the person looked at me, not like a deer in headlights, but they said to me, they said, you know what? That's some of the best advice I've ever gotten. And they said, I can't tell you how refreshing it is to hear that, because so many people would try to sell me and pitch me and try to get me into the program anyway, and you didn't. I said, well, why would I? I would be irresponsible to bring you into something knowing you've told me 4 different ways that you have enough going on right now that you need to focus on. As a business professional, it's so gratifying to me to hear that from someone else, knowing I've left them better by not trying to sell or pitch them. So you have to pick up on those cues. Listen, we all want to earn money. We all want to increase our business, but you have to know when to offer your services and know when not to offer your services based on what that person is saying. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat below. Again, listen more and talk less. Don't go in for the kill, leave them better, and know when to pitch and when not to pitch. So I would love to hear from all of you. As always, drop in the comments below what was your biggest takeaway from today's bonus training. I would love to hear from you. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.